when you think of physics, what is the first thing that pops into your head? For a lot of you, I would imagine you think of complicated equations, geniuses like Einstein, and at least in my case, your first physics experience was a lot of frustrating evenings considering other careers. So after my first year of physics, though, I looked back at a lot of the stuff that we reviewed and realized that while it seemed complicated at the time, a lot of the different ideas and concepts we covered were very, very simplified. Take a baseball flying through the air. We care about the mass, we care about the velocity, but we completely ignore a lot of other things like wind, air resistance, shape of the ball, etc. This is exactly what we do in my research. Even though we take these complicated equations, simplify them a lot, we still can get accurate enough results for anything practical. So what we do is we study brain aneurysms. These occur when swellings of the blood vessel occur at weak spots. They eventually balloon up and will cause a stroke. When these burst and cause a stroke, it's fatal 40% of the time. So it's a huge concern for everyone. Similar to the baseball, what we do is we simplify this into the key components. We have F, which is the force that the wall holds itself together under pressure. P, which is just due to your internal blood pressure from your heart. And then finally, we have the radius, R, which is just the size of the aneurysm. When P and R change, the force in the wall must also change according to the equation in the middle. If P and R both increase to a point where the force that the wall can hold isn't met, it'll burst and cause a stroke. Obviously, we don't want this to happen. The way that we fix this is we inject a gel into the aneurysm. We make a small slit in a blood vessel near the groin, and we snake a tiny tube all the way up into the brain, into the aneurysm. We then fill it up with a tiny amount of our gel, where it solidifies, cures, and the aneurysm can heal around it. In effect, what we do is we eliminate P from the equation by sealing it off from the internal blood flow. This is a game changer for the medical field. We have the potential now to save many, many more lives. On the right, we have two X-ray images where blood vessels are shown in black and white. In the top, we can see an aneurysm, and in the bottom, we've filled it with our gel, and it's no longer visible, meaning that it's been completely cut off from the internal blood flow. By doing this, we now have the potential to save over 2% of the population in the US, 6 million lives here, and millions more around the world.